Today we're going to have a look at my new EDC tool, the Leatherman Surge. Let's see what this tool is all about. Okay, let's have a look at this tool. I'm sorry this background is a little bit grubby, guys, but it's just oil, so it's not anything really disgusting. Here we have the Leatherman Surge and a little pocket thing that goes along with it. I'll come back to that in a sec. Here you got the Mutt. I always carried the Mutt, but the Mutt is very big. I love the hammer. I love a lot of features of the Mutt, but it's really geared towards AR-15 usage, and I don't have an AR-15, so I love the tool. Some parts are not so useful, so I decided to get something that's a little bit more, widely applicable, so to speak. Leatherman Surge. Okay, let's go through the tools. First of all, you have this knife blade. You can open it one-handedly, and it's basically a razor. So that was 550 paracord. Very nice tool. On the other side, so that's the knife. If you turn it around, you get your serrated blade, which is also extremely sharp. So very, very, very nice tools, just for the knives alone. Okay, on this side you have a hacksaw, and all of these tools lock in place with a liner lock. This is a hacksaw. The hacksaw will definitely make short work of a lot of things like wood. As you can see, it just digs in there without any problem, so that's very, very pleasant to use. Now the cool thing about this tool is that it is also supplied with a file, a regular file, as well as a diamond file. And this tool is designed in such a way that you can open up this part, take out your saw blade, put in your file fairly easily, as you can see, then guillotine that thing shut, and you've got a file. Now it's a bit of a pity that this is not black, because that detonates with the rest of the tool, but in a survival situation I'm sure that I won't really complain about the color of my file. So there you have it. And as you can see, super easy to replace, don't need any tools. There is a little bit of play, but it's not really in this direction, it's in that direction. And then I have to say, you saw me take down that wood. It's really not a big deal, but I just mentioned it. Okay, and then finally on the other side, this is something that took me a little bit of figuring out. Here you got your scissors. Now that's how it should work. You see, they should just click in place there, but the first time I didn't see how that worked, and I thought, wait a minute, because I was holding this part and I thought that doesn't lock. What's going on here? Now it should lock, and then this little bar will be your spring. You see that? So you got your spring-loaded scissors that open up. They're pretty big scissors, work very well, very pleasant to use. So that's on the outside of the tool. Now you can open up the pliers. There's a little bit of oil on there. They were a little bit tough to open when I got them, so I added a little bit of oil. That's partly what you see here. I oil a lot of tools. This is your big Leatherman pliers, right? You got your needle nose, round opening, you got your wire cutters, you got your wire crimper in there, and these things just work. Now something that I really liked about the Mutt is that the wire cutters were replaceable. See the screw? But that's a military tool. This thing is civilian, and on the Surge you cannot replace your wire cutters. Now, knowing the quality of Leatherman, I expect these to last me a lifetime. I don't think I'll ever have to replace them, and clearly soldiers cut through wire a lot, so I can see how they would want to replace it at some point. So you got all of that. Now, here, on the inside, you have a ruler. You have inches. It goes over just a little bit of 8 inches. And here, these are centimeters, a little bit over 20 centimeters. So you can use that. I don't really find myself using that a whole lot, but if you do, carpenting stuff, then that could be useful, I suppose. Alright, now you've got some tools on the inside. Here you have a bit. It's double-ended Leatherman bit. This is a #1 Phillips actually it says number 1 to number 2, and then 3/16 of an inch flathead. Very simple. Of course you can buy the bit kit and then you can extend the usability of that. Here you have a can opener or a bottle opener. Let me just close that up. Which has a decent edge, but it's not very sharp. I can't really cut myself on this, so it's you know, I'm sure it will open a can, but don't expect something super sharp. And here you have a little somewhat overlooked tool, I think, that actually is sharp, and that's your seatbelt cutter. Okay, and these tools too lock in place. You open them up by pressing that, and then you can fold them back in. Something that I really like is this little feature where you can hook your nail behind. You see that little nub? It makes it very easy to extract the tools, because I've used many pocket knives and stuff that were almost impossible to open. You break your nails on the tools. And even the can opener, which does not have one of those little lips to put your nail behind, opens up very smoothly with very little pressure. I really love that feature. Okay, on this side we got a couple of tools. We have 3 tools. First we have an awl with a little groove in there, as well as a little eye. In emergency situations you could sew with that. You can punch holes in walls, etc. Or wood. That's pretty cool. Then in the middle we have, well, this is not even a micro bit. This is a nano bit, I would say. Very small. This is good for your eyeglasses, adjusting them. We got a little Phillips screwdriver, as well as a very small flathead. It's very small, but it will get your job done. And it just goes in there to be held quite securely. Again, locks in place. And then the final tool we have on here is a bigger flathead screwdriver for some really heavy work. And of course you can close the tool, hold it, and then use it very comfortably. And again, it locks in place so you don't accidentally snap it open when you are screwing something. So, some really nice, cool tools. You can replace the blades if they wear down. I think this is a very nice tool. I carry it every day. You've got your little pouch for the file. You could put, if you want to, a second tool in there. That's what I've got, the Surge. I hope this was useful, and I'll see you later. By the way, knives are sharp tools. Use them in a responsible fashion. Bye!